Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here. Welcome to another Etheria restart video. I mean, look at these rewards, and of course, my prediction did come true for the winner of the first global EWS Invitational, and what a wonderful, wonderful showcase. And yeah, I just want to give a huge shout out to the players as well as the devs for hosting this. It looks super professional. Of course, you saw some of our good friends up there, Vulcan, Gotcha Smag, and Mr. Pokey, all of these players that have been here before in the PvP Weekly Cup. So it's really, really awesome to see alongside our two guild members from Scarlet, Kekker, and the Poor. So super happy, and we're gonna go over the finals match. So this is the grand finals, best of 5 versus Kekker versus Han. I'm gonna quickly cast the draft course as well as the matches, and if you guys haven't seen it, do check it out yourself. They honestly put in a huge, tremendous show, and it's so great because yes, the Kekker beat his own guildie, the Poor, to make it to the grand finals, of course, and Han, honestly the underdog, the Cinderella of the story, coming in. We thought he was going to lose to Youngin, but hey, came out on top, beat Shiny as well, I believe, and absolutely goated with his Ho-Yang. So let's take a look at the grand finals. Again, check out the live stream replay, the VOD, if you haven't seen already from day 1 and of course day 2. But I'm going to cast the grand finals right now here, and yeah, let's take a look. Of course, Kekker gets a first pick right after the ban of Tiamat and Doki Doki, picks up Lily, and of course Han is going for that Mio plus Obo, so for the CC control, and Tsukiyomi and Masai gets picked up. Very, very interesting, because I think currently the draft is gonna be, you know, you want to lock in your speed contestants, right? The openers, Lily, Tsukiyomi, they're really, really fantastic. Mio is one as well, and Obo more of a CC but super fast opener, deals with immunity, so shutting down some of that turn 2. And now after you grab your 2 openers, you essentially go for your DPS. So Masai of course gets picked up. I wouldn't be surprised to see Yelly here, because 2 openers, 2 DPS pretty much secures it, and Masai, I believe, is going to be locked in as the 3rd slot, and Han is going to be Vipers, transitioning to that turn to play, and with Sanya as well, because he knows he's not going to be able to speed contest, so this might be tough. And Heinrich and Holden, just making sure that there's no bulwark to ruin your plan with the Heinrich, and of course Holden does have that AoE strip as well. So this is really, really good in terms of the game plan. Your Messiah is locked in, so you don't need another DPS like Yelly in this sense. So 2 strippers, 2 openers, plus you're locked in last slot. And we do see the Ho-Yang coming out from Hong, who has put in so much work in his previous matches, because they have essentially just been one-tapping enemy squishies, even with the S1 basic attack. So let's take a look in-game. Of course, Lily is going to go first. It seems like Heinrich is even faster than the Obo. So again, we'll have Kekker on stream or in a video in the couple of next days to go over his gear at EWS to see how fast was he really. Now we're going to go with Messiah right after, and that is going to pretty much just going to clean house. Sanya does have Bloodbath and is able to tank some of the hits, but that Holden S2 made sure that the CD was increased, and there is no chance for Han to essentially come back from this game. It's going to be a super quick one, and there's just too much utility and damage coming out. Of course, Lily resetting the Messiah, which means Revelation cleaning house once more. So that is the victory of game 1 going to Kekker. So let's hop into game number 2. And of course, we see our good friend Vulcan there as well. So let's fast forward, and we are going to take a look at the same bands. All right, Doki Doki and Tiamat. And this time, Han is going to start off with the Messiah. I think interesting, locking in that DPS as well. I mean, it's going to be a counter pick, which means that for the Revelation, super top tier DPS, there's only Yelly left. And let's see what Kekker is going to go with. Double pick. Most likely gonna go with the openers. Oh, counter-picking the Ho-Yan, so you can see that Han is stealing Messiah from Kekker, and Kekker steals the Ho-Yan right off of Han, because we saw how crazy that Ho-Yan was from Han. And of course, Lily the opener. And the interesting is gonna see if Han is gonna try to speed contest by banning the enemy Lily, and then going with his own openers. And we got Mio and Linglo. Lilo as a 3rd spot lockpick, which means that you do have some room to pivot, and Mio seems like to be the pick of choice, right, for Han. So interesting. And we got Yelly and Mia. Now Mia is definitely a viable choice. I wonder if it's a super fast Mia. able to reset some cooldown. Everyone's laughing because we don't see that Mia pick coming up. I wonder what the plan is going there. But we do have Yelly locked in, so I wonder if the last pick is going to be some form of opener. And we have Vice and Viper. Super cool draft. Kind of pivoted into a team 2 play with some CC. So the Messiah, essentially, I think it's a takeaway pick to prevent Kekker from picking. And then we've got the Holden as well. Now, if Lily gets banned, I bet this Yelly is fast enough to essentially go in by herself. So we'll have to see how this looks. Now, Yelly, look how fast that is. Look at that. Lily did get, oh, the push, yeah. And then it's Yelly. Interesting that we're essentially let, on showing up the notes, let Lily plus Yelly go through, and it's instant, almost instant team wipe. And Lily goes again. Of course, Yelly is gonna go right after. Look how crazy that is. We got the dispel as well coming from Mia on the Codex, and here we go. Boom. And that is indeed over. Quick 2-0. Again, this is the best of 5. So we're going to go into game number 3 of the grand finals. Is this going to be a 3-0 sweep, or we're going to take a look at a potential comeback? So starting off, not same bans. Tiamat from Kekker, just essentially eliminating all of these team 2 powerhouse plays, because essentially you have to ban that Tiamat, or you're kind of screwed. How crazy a lighthouse Tiamat can get, right? Or even an Ember one. So Messiah gets banned from the other side. Lily, Kazu, Obo is the pick of Han. She seems to love the speed and the CC version versus, Kekker picking up Hoyan. Pretty much the planning plays is to steal that from Han, and I don't even know Han has a super giga Yelly build like Kekker. So it seems like, with the Lily stolen, he is going to have to pick 2 openers right about when I was going to call them. Doki Doki and Tsukiyomi, fantastic openers. Doki Doki is going to be a bit slow naturally in comparison to the units like Lily due to base speed, but still, this Tsukiyomi expect her to be uber fast. And we've got the next 2 pick gonna be Mio and Veronica. Interesting. I do like Han's draft here. Okay, and then Mia as the final last pick for Kekker. So let's see how this is gonna work. And of course, Tsukiyomi is going first, and that is gonna push the Hoyan to, I'm gonna assume, one tap someone right here. Right, this is definitely gonna one shot someone, and we see, oh, did that not crit for some reason? Let's take a look in the replay. And yeah, it did not crit. Unfortunately, oof, I wonder what crit rate that Hoyan's on. It seems to be potentially a block pick against Han, so maybe it's not built as strong in comparison. So the crit didn't go off, and it is of course a green against a red unit, so there is that as well. So of course Mia is going next, and let's see, she's going to be able to dispel some of the buffs, and we get a fast turn cycle here, and not enough. Obo is going to go, and I'm assuming this is going to be a team wide stun coming up, but at least Doki Doki did get off her S3. Oh, we didn't go, we went with the strip because the S3 is able to dispel some of the debuffs. So interesting. Now we are going to go to double CC. Everyone slept. There is some freeze as well. It seems like the Doki dispel was not enough, and following up with more stuns coming out from Obo. That is absolutely crazy, and Hoyan is pretty much gonna go down really fast. And let's see if this Kazu is going to be able to land one more sleep, or just going to pile up damage on the Hoyan. Let's take a look at Han's choice here. He's got 2 units stunned, and the sleep does land on the Tsukiyomi. Interesting, but we are going to be able to heal a bit from the Mia, which is nice. But Mio instantly takes the next turn, steals all of the action bars. So this is kind of like almost like a Lily, right? Creating the speed difference, because Lily gives speed buff as well as push, whereas Mio just steals everything. But Hoyan does get a turn and gets that cleanse off from, I believe, the Doki Doki passive. So is Hoyan going to be able to do much damage here? Let's take a look. What is the target of choice? Ooh, not enough. So you can see the damage difference coming out from Kekker's Hoyan versus Han's Hoyan, which S1 2 hit 11 11,000 each, so about 22k damage, right? Which is absolutely insane comparison. So let's see what Veronica is going to do. Steal some buffs potentially. There is the attack as well as the speed buff stolen from, of course, Kazu from Hoyan, and we're going to have to see how this looks. Oh, the freeze from the S1 that did land, and because of the freeze landing, I believe that did essentially prevented from the prevented the passive from triggering, which is the Hoyan attack, right? So the freeze, yeah, and we exit. So now it is 2-1 to Kekker. Okay, we are gonna see all the way. Are we gonna see it all the way to game number 5? Interesting. I see Kekker going super serious now, starting off with the usual stuff, Lily, and allowing Han to essentially pick up Hoyan and also Holden. Interesting. And Doki Doki and Yelly is the final lock. We've got the 2 openers and our main DPS lock down in the 3rd protected slot. And then we transition to Hans, which is Mio as the speed contest, and the opener into Kazuo as well. So lots of CCs with a mix. And Rosa and Linglo, some very, very unique picks coming out from essentially Kekker, who we haven't seen Linglo and Rosa a lot used, and Valerian as the last slot. Where's the damage gonna come from if the Hoyan gets banned? Yeah, and you can see that Kekker did straight up just ban Hoyan, so this gonna be a Holden show. Let's take a look now. We do have the Yelly lockdown, and let's take a look at how much damage this Yelly is going to be able to do, and we are going to heal, extend the buffs. Oh, the speed tune is interesting. Okay, and Lily is so fast that it gets to go again before before the Yelly even takes a turn. That is crazy. Now here comes the damage, and it should pretty much just take out. Oh my god, look at the amount of damage doing. Okay. Oh, but the return attack from Holden hit Yelly really, really hard, and there's defense down as well. Actually, this Yelly may just go down. There's no revive, and it's Holden's turn. This S3 or even the S2 might just take out Yelly completely, and there may not be enough damage. And here we go. Oh, the Yelly goes down, like I've said, and there's nothing on Kekker's side that can deal with this, right? Because we've got the shield that's going to apply from the Artisan, as well as there's the invincibility and the heal over time that can trigger from Valerian, and the Mio is going to help with the turn cycle as well. Even if Linglo is able to top the rest of the team off, it's still not going to be enough. You can see right now Kekker's team is relatively healthy, but there is just not enough damage coming out, whereas from Han's side, it's going to be quite the damn. Look at that counterattack coming up from Holden. Yeah, it's gonna be topped up. Look at that shield. Ooh. Oh, it's not that thick actually, but the health equalizer making things even bit better for Han. So I think unfortunately, yeah, and more artisan procs. Oh my goodness, it's 2-2. We're actually going into a final best out of 5 game of this match, and yes, it's gonna come down to the wire. Han versus Kekker, who is gonna win the very first global EWS Invitational. Now, I want to say that so far Han has done a tremendous job adapting to the draft, so this is a really awesome to see, and it's always nice to have a nail biter as the grand finals, right? And of course, Lily coming out as the first pick from Kekker. Nothing too surprising here, and I wouldn't be shocked if Doki Doki and Yelly follow suits. Now, Han, I don't think actually has Yelly built up, because I would be interested to see him steal that from Kekker, but we're going to go with the standard Hoyan Holden play, which is similar to the last game. Now, are we going to see the Doki Doki plus Yelly lock? And if so, the last 2 picks from each side is going to be the decider and how the draft is going to change. Yes, we do see Yelly and Doki Doki here. So we've got Yelly locked up, and Han, I believe, does have access to more turn 2 plays like Viper, and Kekker previously picked Linglo, so might not be a bad idea to pick up Sanya or Linglo here. And then the last one, Kekker previously had Rosa, but I don't think Han wants to pivot here. So gonna be able to see what he's gonna pick up next, and it is Viper and Linglo. So stealing that Linglo from Kekker's side. Now Kekker does have Tsukiyomi and can still go all in on that Yelly, just essentially speed tuned it so well that Yelly is gonna be able to take multiple turns. I wonder if he's gonna do that here with the Tsuki, but let's see what he's gonna go go with Tuki plus potentially Rosa to get even more revelation damage out from his main DPS players. But let's take a look at his choices, and we are gonna see Tsukiyomi as well as Obol. Oh, the super aggressive team style from Kekker to seal the deal. And Sanya does come out, so double healer with a Viper and Holden. You can bet that this is gonna be an insane team. And we do see the ban coming out for the, of course, Hoyans. And now Lily is gonna start, and followed by Tsukiyomi push into Yelly, and look at that damage. Oh, taking out instantly the Holden. Interesting. And Linglo is gonna be able to go off of the lighthouse and heal everyone up, and they're gonna be topped up, but the Doki Doki is gonna push everyone once again. And are we gonna see the revive coming out, or are we going to increase max HP? Because remember here, Lily is able to S3 reset, and Yelly is going to be S3 with revelation damage coming out as well. So this is going to be interesting. So he might just want to, yeah, boost the max HP of Sonya to survive that that attack. And we see the CD increase from Sonya, who've already used the S3, so that's fine. And here comes the revelation Yelly. Let's see the damage, and oh, it takes out Ling Lo instantly. Oh, that's not good. And of course, Tsukiyomi is gonna buff Yelly right back. And let's see. We've seen the Viper and how much damage you can do. Very nice dispel into. Oh, but it didn't remove the attack buff from Yelly. And of course, oh my goodness, the Doki Doki dispel from the passive is just gonna remove everything that Viper has done. Oh, I think this might be the end. And here we go one more time. Turn action bar push. Lilius one is gonna allow Yelly to take the turn. Revelation kicks in one more time, and that should be the end of the match. And rightfully so. The the Ember does trigger, but yeah, there's nothing left that Han can do. It is the game, and of course they're gonna play it out as this is the final game of the event, the grand finals. And huge congratulations to Kekker, my goat, repping of course. This was the North American qualifiers, I believe, right, from the global side. But yes, excellent job. Hey, our guildie Kekker. Also huge shout out to Han, the Cinderella, the underdog of the tournament, and huge shout out to the devs as well as everyone that participated in the event for making this honestly a really awesome event. I fully enjoyed it, and I hope we get more of these. Of course, we will have our weekly PvP Cup resuming in the next week, but once again, we've got our crown champion of 2025's EWS, and that is Kekker. So yeah, I'll have him join me for one of our videos in the upcoming days to showcase his EWS account. Alright, anyhow, thank you so much guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And goodbye now.